All right.
Okay.
And can I put out the notification that we are starting?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool.
I see some goobers in here already.
I've told them to be on their best behavior and to not say terrible things.
Yes, you will be rewarded with a can of blood. Like if you're a good vampire.
Mm,
Be a good vampire.
awesome. That's what I love to hear.
All right, so I'll do introductions and then I'll leave you guys to it. So, okay, looks like we are good and Craig is in here. Yes, okay. All right, welcome everyone to day 18 of Serenity Spring Festival. And the first panel to start off day 18 is Artist Showcase with HotAppleKai and SuperSparkey.
How's it going? Hi.
Hello, everyone.
And of course, Kevin wanted to jump at this opportunity to host, so he will be the host for this panel, and I'll leave you guys be.
So why don't you two introduce yourself? And I know you have a presentation that you would like to show.
Yeah, let me bring that up. Beep. There we go. Hi,
There we
Kevin.
go. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Sparky, do you want to go first?
I can. Hello, everyone. My name is SuperSparkey. I enjoy drawing a certain blue hedgehog, as many of you know. Would you say I've been in the Sonic community for has it been 10 years? Oh, man.
I think it's been more than 10 years.
It's been more than 10 years. Oh, my goodness. And also, just make sure not to swear anyone.
Yeah, just be nice.
That goes for y'all in chat, too. But yeah, I enjoy drawing a certain blue hedgehog.
Right on.
And tabling at events occasionally to sell merch of said blue hedgehog that I've made and or designed.
My name is HotAppleKai. I have been in the Sonic community since like 2007 or something like that. I'm old. I'm an illustrator, graphic designer, streamer, and I draw all sorts of stuff, but I'm definitely leaning toward Sonic the Hedgehog. He's my OG boy.
Same.
Also, hello to everyone in chat. Hi.
Welcome in.
All right, Kevin, what would you like us to do?
You go to the next slide.
Okay, right on. Sparky, you ready to talk about your art?
Yes, I am.
Yay!
So this was a commission that I did for Fun Floof of their character Radar. He is he's a maned wolf, I believe. He is such a cute character, and I got to draw him in a cute outfit. And I got to draw this amazing root beer float that I want to eat so bad.
It looks really good.
I want to eat it so bad, guys. It looks amazing. I peaked. I peaked making that root beer float.
The way the light hits on the side of it is like really, really nicely done. I like that a lot.
This was a commission I did for Vixen Vampire, who is in chat right now, of two of their characters. And they're so cute. I believe she's a Dalmatian. And she's holding
I really
the
like
cube.
the expressions. Yeah, your facial expressions are fantastic, Sparky.
Oh, thank you, Kai. And look, speaking of Kai, this is Kai.
That's
This is
me.
a commission for Kai. I love adding textures to the clothes. Specifically, just the clothes. Oh, man. It's nice.
Ooh.
And I love,
the
the lighting going through
texture's
the
great.
wing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice.
And this picture was this was a entry into a t-shirt design contest for a convention. The convention's theme for the contest was it has to do with cherry blossoms and also have their mascot, which was a little duck guy. So I turned him into a Sonic character And this actually won their t-shirt design contest. So they were selling my design on t-shirts.
Ooh, congrats.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
He's such a cool duck, and he's got the soap shoes. Oh, and then these are actually my shaker charms that I sell at conventions. So you've got the little itty bitty pieces, and they go inside in like an egg shape, and you can shake them around. You
That's
can
so
shake the babies,
cute.
guys.
That's adorable. I really
Yeah,
like the details on each of these.
thank you. I had so much fun making these. These are like some of my favorite things that I've made. I really need to finish some more designs for shaker charms because they're so much fun to design.
The little tiny chow fruits really make my day. These are so cute. Oh, let me show off some of my art as well. We have
Yeah.
some pieces. I drew this one last year. I really enjoyed doing the colors, and like a super symmetrical, I don't know, character design. Uh, yeah, I thought this was really neat.
It's
Um,
amazing.
thanks. I also like designing characters. So this is like a character reference sheet that I did. And so she's got all these little tiny charms and bits and pieces to her. And I 3D modeled all of the charms and bits and pieces. And so
Fun.
with yeah, it's really neat because I like painted in all of these little details and I have the stitching and all that stuff. I thought that was really neat and it was a lot of fun. Uh, so with her comes all of these extra like little bits. Um, this is a commission I did for Azure Arcane Arts. A lot of my favorite pieces seem to be pieces for them, which is really funny. Uh, I just really love getting in and doing all the little teeny tiny details. So like for example, the gold on the tooth is really cool. Just things like that where it just gets to shine a little bit more special is just really cool to me. And I like fire. Fire's really cool.
You could say
And
it's hot.
then it's hot. HotAppleKai, yeah. This is another character design that I did that I'm just really happy with like how the rendering turned out. So like all of the little shiny bits and all of the gold and I animated her. I know it looks a little bit crunchy because this is like the crunchy GIF version, but yeah, I even like got to animate her, so she's like an animated reference sheet for this character, which I thought was really pretty neat.
It's so neat.
Um,
It's so cool.
thanks. And this is animated in After Effects, which boo Adobe, but also it does do a really good job. So the reason that Sparky and I are here together is that we like combining our art powers.
Yeah.
We're a good duo.
We like to stream together occasionally and do commissions like together as well, where we combo on them.
Yeah. So this is from last week where we took people's characters in like a raffle and we transformed them into Chow. So the ones along the top are from Sparky and then the ones along the bottom are mine. And it was a lot of fun. Um, Also just getting to chat with Chat and Sparky and like discussing design elements while we draw is just a ton of fun.
It was so much fun. I can't wait to do that again.
Yeah. Here's our combo piece. So like every year we do Sonic Revo, which is we do the online artist portion, and so we have like combo
Commissions,
options.
yeah.
Yeah. And so like where I will do the line art and then Sparky will do the coloring. So like you just get really lovely coloring with my line art,
Which is
and we
amazing. I love your
yeah.
juicy
Oh,
lines. They are
thank
just
you.
great.
Thanks.
They're beautiful.
And we're drawing an Among Us.
It's a mogus.
Here's an example of one of our pieces that we did for Vixen Vampire.
Yeah.
I just the shines and the coloring is so beautiful, Sparky.
Oh, I love how I just love your line specifically, like around the eyes
Thank you.
and the eyelashes. Just oh man, I love how you conveyed that shape in the eyelashes.
She looks cool, so I got to give her cool lashes.
She's cool and she's giving us a parking ticket.
And then we also do like design combos. So for example, we wanted this character to be an adoptable. And
So we
so
redid him.
yeah, this was Sparky's original piece for like his design. And then we updated him to be more like Sonic-y and cute. And he's really, really cute.
I
And
love
then we
him.
turned him into like this full-on design, and he's gone to a good home now. So like our idea is he's a whale shark, so he like sucks in the air and stuff around him like they do with water, but instead he like Yoshi's around and he like floats around. It's really cute. And of course, you gotta be friends with Big the cat when you are also a big fella yourself.
They're
I like that
drinking
they're friends.
boba.
Yeah, they're friends.
They're friends.
And
Hannah's
so,
asking,
yeah,
how did you, or excuse me, what inspired you to do art? She's asking that to both of you.
you want to go first, Sparky?
No, you go first.
Whoa, okay. What inspired me to do art? I mean, ever since I was a kid, I would draw on everything that just isn't paper. And then I was given paper, so then I drew on that. But what got me really interested in doing art professionally is the Archie Sonic comics. And I was like, wait a second, you can draw for like a living? That's so cool. And then I started working on my own like comics styled stuff, and I did really, really inexpensive commissions, and now I do it for a living. And it's really cool. But in short, Sonic comics, Archie comics in particular, they're really cool. They really inspired me.
For myself, I had also always been drawing. My childhood home, like the first house I ever lived in, like the walls were covered in scribbles, like just completely
Yes.
coated. And then whenever I got into middle school, I would draw Pokemon a lot. And then I started to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, and I had a friend who also drew Sonic at the time, which got me into drawing Sonic, and I have been drawing Sonic ever since.
There's something about Sonic. I mean, he's easy to draw, but then you like get really into it and you realize that there's like so much style nuance to how he works, and you can just really play around with that, and it's really fun, and it's like artistically kind of freeing, which is neat because that's also like what Sonic stands for, is like freedom.
Yeah,
So it was really cool. Thank you for the question, by the way. That's a
thank you
good
for the
question.
question.
Yeah. Let's show off some of the extra art.
Yeah. This was a commission for also Vixen Vampire of I believe the characters' names are Soul and Melody,
Ooh.
I believe. I got it right. Yay. Thank you, Vixen, for telling me. Oh man, I loved making them look so glittery because they're like pop singers.
Yeah, they really do look like they're made out of glitter. That's a really good effect. Also, their poses are super cute. I like how the one on the right has like a really friendly like cat like mouth. I almost said meowth. Uh really cute.
Thank
Super super
you.
nice designs. Also,
They're beautiful characters
beautiful.
that Vixen let me draw.
Thank you, Vixen.
Thank you, Vixen. This is a design that I sell as a poster at conventions. Sonic just sleeping in a Chow garden. Look, guys, if you can't tell, I love Chow. I love Chow.
What?
Uh, Best part about Sonic Adventure series is the Chow Gardens. And I wanted to like just draw like the Chow Garden. And I love the textures that I was able to add into like the trees and the greens, and I really like the far off island in the background too.
I love the texture in the grass along the bottom. That's really nice. The swirlies are super pretty.
I had so much fun making this piece.
And
I
you
need
say
to
you
do
sell this
another. Oh,
at conventions as a poster?
Yeah, I sell it as a holographic poster.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I need to make another digital painting like similar to this. I need to make a new one. I've been craving the time to like paint digitally.
Speaking of beautiful paintings, this is
This
our
was a
boy.
It's our boy. This was a piece I made for a zine that Chaos Creators did, I believe, like 2 or 3 years ago. It was their enemies to allies. And yes, the scene from Sonic Adventure 2.
It's a really cool scene. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Look at the details in the gem itself. The gem, she says. The Chaos Emerald. I'm a
The
Sonic fan,
ultimate
I
power.
swear.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I love the expression that you have on him. I like that we get to see like a little fang also like in his mouth. It looks really good. I like that piece a lot. It's you.
That's me. So this is my bear, Sparky the bear. She is my Sona that I use whenever I'm streaming or making any like promotional imagery. She is me. She's an electric bear.
I really like your colors. It feels very you. There's something about it is like perfectly you. Like,
Aw,
ah, I really like this design.
me too. She went through a few different iterations, and I just love how that one ended with oh, this is also another poster design that I sell based off of like Sonic Frontiers.
Mhm.
I love how cocky he is in this pose. He's just so smug.
Yeah, he's a smug guy.
Mm-hmm.
I really like your posing. I feel like for me, my posing can be quite stiff, and I think that how you paint and how you think about poses is more like true to life, if that makes sense. Like it's a
Aw,
lot looser and it's a lot more gestural and it's a lot more expressive. I really like your work, Sparky.
thank you. I feel like I struggle with posing
Oh, it
sometimes.
does not show.
Oh,
Then for me, my extra arts, this is a commission piece for Vixen Vampire. Vixen, you're kicking butt today.
she is.
You're
And
all over.
oh
Um,
man,
I chose a couple of these pieces because I think that my coloring and line work is really quite good. I'm really happy with it. There's a lot of texture in here that I'm trying to put into my work. And I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out pretty neat. It feels very intense. And
this
the
is
same
gorgeous.
can
This is
thank you.
also gorgeous.
Thanks. I'm really happy with the pose of this one. It's an interesting pose. Uh, and yeah, I'm trying to really put a lot of texture into my coloring because I feel like my coloring is a little on the lackluster side. You don't have to agree with me. It's just how I feel. And I want to get some of those like really dynamic angled lines in there. So I'm like trying to cut through my colors and have like if you notice on the I don't know, on the her cheeks along the left-hand side, like there's a little bit of lighting from the underside of the cheek and like it cuts away at the end rather than just being a solid line. So I think
You
that helps to give it some more texture.
you've been kicking butt with your coloring. It is just gorgeous, guy. I know I keep
Thanks.
saying that, but I love all of like the different colors that you add in.
Yeah, I
Like
mean like
the
hey, like this.
yeah, like the blue grays in the hair and like the orange like everywhere. It is so good and
I
clever.
feel like color is really vibrant, so I'm trying not to use the same color for everything. So for example, if the hair is brown, I don't want the highlights to be a light brown and the shadows to be a dark brown. There can be light and dark browns in there, but I want to add in like blues and purples and greens and all sorts of stuff. So like the shirt for this character is white or like a very light, I don't know, beige, I guess. And I want to have some blues in there and pinks and oranges. Um, Color is fun, so I want to show that. Um, Here's a character design that I did earlier. This is for his name is Gage the goat, and so he's made up of like egg pawn parts, which I thought was really neat. And on his back is like a little gauge meter. So I got to design like a little logo for him. I got to design like all of these pieces of him. Um, but I'm also like really happy with how the rendering turned out. Like on the hands here is really quite cool. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. And since you showed off your character, I would like to show off my character. This is my gal. Her name is Kai. She is my oldest lady, um, and like my very first like Sonic OC, and she's
Back
really
from
special to me.
back from your days of being Kai the Fox.
Yeah, back from my old days. Um, and so yeah, so like how Chaos is like the guardian of the Master Emerald. I wanted to think of like a system where each of the Chaos Emeralds also has like a mini guardian. So I wanted my character to be the guardian of the green Chaos Emerald. So instead of Chaos coming out and telling people what's up, my character would come out and be like, "Hey, are you gonna be responsible with the green Chaos Emerald today, Shadow?
No.
No crushing planets. You know how it is." But yeah, that's all the art we wanted to show off. That's us.
Yeah, I think Shadow in response say no. I'm going to use
Yeah,
it to teleport, just like I did.
yeah. Okay, Shadow.
He's like, no, Chaos Spear.
Okay.
I'm very curious. How did each of you come up with your art styles?
Ooh. All right, I went last time, Sparky. You gotta go.
Gosh darn it. Um, so for my art style, I would spend time like looking at like the different like model art, like official artwork for the Sonic series, and then I would try to interpret it in a way I wanted to draw. So I feel like some of my proportions are kind of similar to modern Sonic, but like the way I draw like female Sonic characters is more reminiscent of like Sonic Adventure 2, just because I really liked Rouge back then. That was peak Rouge.
Rouge was so cool.
Yeah. But if I ever find like I'm struggling with like a piece, I will just go back to like official character art and like try to reference it. And if I'm struggling with the pose, just try to redraw it in a way where it's more reminiscent of Sonic. And man, style is just really hard to figure out at times. But I feel like I really like my art style at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're in a really comfortable spot. You can draw anything, and it's like very recognizably super Sparky. I think that's neat. For me, let me go. Yeah, here. Um, when I was trying to figure out what I liked, I drew a lot of Tracy Yardley. And so you
Mhm.
can see like or Tracy Yardley, I guess, inspired things. Like I would look at his work and I'd be like, I'm gonna try to redraw that. And so after doing that so much and wanting to be like Tracy Yardley so much, so badly, that guy's awesome, by the way.
He is.
Um, yeah, I think a lot of it turned into what my style is today. So like if you took Tracy Yardley and then I don't know, turned the gauge more toward just me drawing my own stuff for a really long time. You can see reminiscence? No. You can see
Remnants.
remnants of it. So like in the hands, for example, that's very Yardley and like the way the thumb works is kind of like Matt Herms a little bit. Or like even the shading that I have is like it was Tracy Yardley, Matt Herms, and like Jim Amash for my lines. Like I love those three. They're the best. Um And so, yeah, I'd say that the majority of my style stems from learning from those three, and then evolving that over time. Because I mean, like, you know, you can see that there's similarities between me and those three, but there's something about this that also is like it's not them, but
It's
it's
not
just
them, it's
super.
Kai.
Yeah, it's like super heavily inspired because those guys were my heroes. Um, yeah, I would also like if I were to move forward with my own artwork and like looking forward to other artists within the Sonic community as inspiration, like Evan Stanley. She's awesome.
She is.
Um, I really love how she like does her coloring and rendering. It's fantastic. So like if I wanted to try to learn further, I would like to study from her and study from her works. She's just awesome.
I remember reading her Ghost of the Future comics and thought they were the coolest thing. The Ghost of the
Yeah.
Future, yeah.
I mean, that was also way back in the day too when all of us were on Skype, so you could just call up Evan Stanley. Like I
Yep.
that
You
was
see all the
just cool.
comics on DeviantArt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh
It was
boy, that's the
neat.
OG days.
Yeah. It
So
was just
Kai,
really
I
cool.
know I know you love drawing people's OC. What
I
is it
do.
specifically about drawing others' OC that you love so much? And was that like the main inspiration behind what you mainly do for your streams? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna put people on a wheel and if they can enter a raffle and whatever the wheel land on, let me just draw your OC and such and such style.
Characters, particularly people's characters, are, and I know this sounds cheesy, but it's true. They're like a window into that person's soul. Like really seriously, because when you create something, you are putting aspects of how you grew up, what media you watched, what inspires you, what your dreams are as like a person, right? And you put all of this into your work. And when you create a character, especially ones that have like backstory and lore and interactions with other characters, they become like a very realized facet of yourself. And being given permission to draw someone's soul is like the ultimate honor. Like that just makes me so happy. Like I get to learn about that person. I get to learn about like what you like, what inspires you, what makes you happy, what makes you upset, and being able to put all of that into just this little I don't know this little goober, right? It's really cool. Um, so that's why get really jazzed when I get to draw other people's characters. Um, yeah, so when it comes to like my raffles and my streams, when I first started streaming, I was actually going to become like an Apex Legends streamer, but I I thought like, oh man, how am I ever going to compete with all of the other Apex Legends streamers? I don't want to be like just this weird gamer. I want to do something that I genuinely really want to do. And I thought like, well, I really like drawing people's characters, but I'd like not to do it for money. So how do I do that? And then I realized, okay, we could do like a whoever comes in, I'll draw your character. And so then more and more people came in, and I couldn't draw like 31 people's characters anymore. So then I made a raffle wheel, and then more people came in, and I can't draw anybody on the wheel anymore because there's just too many people. So I'm just trying my best. But it's really cool because it started off with just Sonic characters because that's how people knew me. And then now there are like furry characters and human characters and like D&D characters. At one time someone gave me a picture of their grandma. I get
Oh?
pets. Like it's really cool. Uh so yeah, I get to draw all sorts of stuff now, and being able to draw a huge variety of things has really given me like big art muscles. That feels good.
You
It's
like
really
to
quite
flex
exciting.
those
I do.
art muscles.
My art muscles, indeed.
Yes,
Yeah.
we all get to watch people fighting for that spot on the wheel, praying and hoping it lands on them and not
Yeah.
one line above.
Yep. Not one line above, not one line below. And they tell me all about their frustrations, but that's okay.
Has there been like any particular OCs or just character design that had really stood out to you during your stream?
Yeah. What's funny is the one's actually in this presentation. So this character here, she belongs to an artist named Maggie Art.
Muggy art.
Yeah. I never say their name correct. They've been watching me for years, and I still can't say their name correctly. And so I've drawn maybe like, maybe this is an overestimation, maybe not. I've drawn like maybe 30 pieces of her just over the years. She's probably one of my favorites. Uh, like of all time. I think she's really cool. She's a Zeddy, and so like I, you get to combine like these anthropomorphic features with like Sonic character and like style, and she's just so cool. I love her colors. I love her outfit. She's very Sonic. She's very Zeddy. I love her. I think she's fantastic. Um, so yeah, she's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite, that I get to draw on a regular basis, which is crazy.
I actually
But
got to
yeah,
draw her recently too, and oh man, Zell is this character's name, and she is
yes,
such a fun design.
yeah, she's really cool. I like her a lot. Just
Me
super
too.
iconic too.
Hmm.
Let's see. In this picture here with all of these Chow, let me zoom out. There are a couple characters that I've drawn a lot, but we've turned them into Chow. Like there's Molly Keddy's character, which
That I got
I
to
know you
draw
can't see. Yeah. So right, I don't know,
the
bottom
brown and red
right-ish.
Chow
Yeah,
near the middle.
yeah. Um, and then there's like Valkenston, which is like top left middle. Um, Down here we have Bryoff, who we in on like on Discord, on Twitch will very affectionately call him Mossy Boy. He's like a Sonic character that's like made out of moss, and it's really
Sonic but
cool.
Moss.
Yeah, we really like him. And then there's Jean, bottom right, looking quite I don't know, quite evil, I suppose. But yeah, Jean is also a favorite of mine. I absolutely love drawing her. She's like the little blue bird. Um, yeah, so like it's really cool seeing these recurring characters because these people have just been here for years, so I get to draw them for years and years and see them grow, and it's neat.
How would you say your artwork has evolved over time, like from when you first started drawing to now?
From the first time I ever started drawing, like ever.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh, Sparky, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pull up some of my old art.
do it.
Give me a second.
I will
And
look through my
I'll
files too.
yeah. Give me a second. But so to answer your question, it's really surreal to see how you've grown because when you draw every day, you don't really see a lot of improvement. But when you like look back at how you used to draw, you go, "Oh my goodness, that was me." Oh, that's weird. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here's it's not a great picture. Let me see if I can even like paste it in. I'll put it into the chat because that's easier. But here's like one of my very first pictures of Sonic that I ever posted online, which is hilarious to me. Um it's not bad, right? So like at this point I had still like I drew a lot of Sonic. Um but it's just very different than how I draw now, and it's really funny. And this is like 2008 or maybe 2007, so it's a long time ago. Um, But yeah, like, and I remember asking my mom for help with shading. Like, that's really funny to me. Um, but yeah, that's my very first drawing. And so like when it comes to art, ever since I started streaming, which is where I draw at least like 10 pieces a week, that like minimum because I stream. Um, I've been getting a lot better with art. Just like in the month to month now because I draw just so much. So like from maybe 2008 to maybe 2020, I had drawn maybe at like 5,000 art pieces ever kind of thing. And from 2020 to now, I've drawn like tens of thousands. Like the amount of art that I've drawn since then is like crazy. I used to count every year how many pieces I would do, and then like last year, the year out before, I had to stop counting because I just couldn't count anymore. It hits into the thousands, and it's like, okay, well, all right, I give up. It's up there.
Would you guys like to see a character like
Yes.
so my character Wally, he's like a green hedgehog. At first he looked kind of like a Sonic the like a supersonic ripoff wearing clothes. And then so I'm going to share my first picture I ever posted of this character and like my most recent like reference from last year. So you guys can see like the difference.
Oh wow. Oh, that first drawing is so cute.
So it's like the Sparky art evolution.
Oh, he's adorable. Yeah, he's really turned into a way more unique looking character.
I remember there's a Sonic artist that I like really looked up to back in the day. I believe he went by like Shanghai as his like handle. His real name is like Dean Shang Hanu. I think he worked on some like as a tester for Sonic Generations, I believe.
Hmm.
Oh man, he was such a great artist. Let me see if I can find his DeviantArt. But I really looked up to him for like the quills that he drew for his Sonic characters. He had like a tutorial on how to like draw quills, and it's just like, you know what? I want to redraw my Sonic character with cooler quills. I want to give him a redesign. So I did, and that's kind of like how he turned out.
That's so cool. It's neat hearing that, like, obviously we're not unique in our experiences of we really liked this other artist and therefore they inspired us to keep moving on. But it's
Hmm.
really neat to see that in action, right? Like to see that you were inspired by this other artist and therefore you kept trying out new things. And because you tried out new things, you found out like what you liked and you started growing and you started drawing more. And like I think that's amazing. I think that's really, really cool. And I don't know, that's why I want to keep pushing people to draw art. Like I see in chat Sonic Kid says that they wish they could draw better. I just keep drawing. I know that that sounds like weird, but it's true. Like just keep drawing, find an artist you like, draw stuff that you see them drawing and try to either like work from it or study it or get inspired by it. Like it's really cool. And it's real. It's
Yeah.
very real. Be inspired.
Keep drawing, keep practicing. If you find something that you feel like you're having trouble drawing, keep practicing it till you are good at drawing it. Just keep practicing. That's all I can really say.
Sometimes you're never going to be good at it, but you can always be better and better and better. And then it'll come to a point where you go, I'm not that good. But no, you are good. It's really funny. Like, I think that I'm not very good at drawing humans, for example, but I've gotten a lot better at drawing humans. And people will tell me, like, oh, your humans look lovely. And I go, lies. But they're kind of right. I've gotten a lot better. It look pretty good. But I know I can do better. you know?
So, Trigger's asking, besides Sonic, are there any other franchises you would like to work with or that you would like to get into?
Ooh, I really like Hollow Knight. Um, I have a couple days on my stream where I drew people as like Hollow Knight characters. So I would take like, people's Sonic OCs, for example, and turn them into like Hollow Knight bugs. And that was really cool. I love Hollow Knight. Um, there's something about the art style that really just makes me smile. It's very cool. What about you, Sparky?
I used to I really liked Pokemon and drawing Pokemon back in the day, and I also really like Kirby. So I love drawing Kirby, and I used to have characters in like Kirby style that I would draw. Oh man, it's been forever, but I really like learning how to draw things in different styles as well. Like
Me
we
too.
had we had a event in a different server where we like drew in each other's art styles one time, and that was so much fun trying to like replicate your art.
Let me see
Now
if I
on the
can
street,
grab oh, sorry, go for it.
oh, I was gonna ask now on the streaming side of things, like, how has streaming evolved for YouTube personally, from like when you first started streaming to streaming now?
When I first started streaming, I played Apex Legends, and if I were lucky, I could like beg one of my friends to come watch me play because I wanted to get affiliates so I could like make money while I was streaming, and then I could go to school and stream on the weekends, and I would make like some money so I can afford food during the week so I could go to school and have something to eat, which sounds really like funny, but maybe sad, I don't know. But like I just didn't have any money and I wanted to buy some rice. But anyway,
Aw.
so like I couldn't quite figure it out. And so when I was playing like Apex Legends, I was like, please, to a couple of my friends, please come watch. And I just getting one viewer was so hard. But I would still like act like I had an audience, and I would like still try to do things that were entertaining and interact with people. But it's really hard when you don't have anybody to talk to. Um, and so a couple months later, I was finally able to get 3 average viewers. And that was groundbreaking for me because then I could become affiliate. I had enough followers, but just nobody like watched me. Um, and so maybe the next year, I finally broke 10 average viewers, and that was also huge. Like when you sit down in your room where you are right now, imagine 10 people hanging out in that room with you. Like that feels like a lot of people, right? Like that's pretty good. And they're all watching you like drawing and doing stuff. Like wow, that's really quite special.
Mhm.
Um and then the next year, I think I hit maybe like 25 or 35 or something like that. And that was surreal. I thought like this is peak. Artists on Twitch don't really get a whole lot of views anyway, and hitting this amount of people who like want to just hang out with me and chat with me is incredible. And now years later, um like last my last stream hit an average of like 102 people, which is I can't fit that many people in my house. I don't know like I don't know what to do about that. It's like it kind of makes me panic a little bit to think that like I hope that I'm good enough, you know? Um I hope that everyone's having a pretty good time, but it's really weird because I keep thinking that I'm drawing for like 3 people and that I'm having just a really chummy time with like a couple folks, but then I look over and I'm like, "Oh, so many people type things that I don't know how to read well. Give me a second."
Yeah, we vibe
It's
in your
neat.
Yeah,
streams.
we do.
Thanks.
I
Thank
love
you.
just like putting it on my TV and just listening to that relaxing music in the background while you're talking
Thanks.
and while I'm working on stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel genuinely so overwhelmed, but like positively, and I don't I don't really know what to do with myself about it. I'm just really honored that people want to hang out with me. It makes like I'm trying not to cry. You can maybe hear it in
Aw.
my voice a little bit, but like thank you. I I never imagined that people would want to watch me draw stuff. So it's really cool.
You are just like such an amazing artist, and you have such like you have the chillest vibes there on
Yeah,
Twitch. Like everyone loves to hang out. If I'm not like like actively watching and actively in chat, I'll have you like up on my other monitor while I'm drawing and just listening. It's so much fun, Kai.
yeah.
Thanks.
Artwork streams are like some of the most chillest, most relaxing streams
Oh,
that
they're
you can just have
fantastic,
have
right?
in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love art streams.
me too.
I'm not, talking about just my own. I love art streams in general, which by the way, Sparky,
Yes.
you have art streams. How did you start
Yes.
streaming on Twitch?
Oh man. I believe I was streaming back in like 2024, and then I stopped near the beginning of like 2025 and had like a big break because I had a lot of stuff going on last year.
Hmm.
And then I picked back up in December, and I normally like stream my commission work, or sometimes I'll work on assets for like my Twitch streams, like emotes or mostly just emotes. And then I've actually been doing some art raffle streams kind of similar to yours. I
Hmm.
use the same wheel, just different
It's a good wheel,
colors. It is a good wheel. Um, oh man,
and you can
I
put orange on
really
yours.
I my wheel is mostly orange, yellow, and red, like just warm tones. Oh
I'll
man,
never put orange on my wheel ever again.
I feel like the art raffle streams are the most fun because I am drawing someone else's character that wasn't like a commission piece,
It
and
feels like freeing, right?
it
It's
is
just fun to
freeing.
see everybody's character design too, especially ones
Yeah.
that really stand out.
I had so much
Yeah.
fun last weekend drawing characters as Chow with you. Oh man,
I
it
it's
was so much
fun.
fun.
Well, especially with streams like that where you're transforming a character into something else. Like
Yeah,
it's really good practice on your design sense and understanding of like the reason that all of these on screen right now look like Chow is because there's an inherent understanding of how Chow work and like what makes a Chow and their ratios for their bodies and how their eyes look and all of this stuff puts together just the coolest looking characters when you translate, eh, like a Sonic character right into a Chow or someone's dog into a Chow or like it's really cool. Um,
I think you drew my cat as an Amogus one time, and I think
that is
that's
true.
amazing.
I I have very fond memories of that. I think I also drew Chino Weaver's dog as an Amogus as well.
I think so too.
Yeah, both of you are very cute crewmates.
You too.
It's just really fun.
Okay,
Also,
I know.
sometimes it's oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna ask now. I know your stream like consists of drawing people's characters and
Yeah.
different styles depending on the stream. Has there been like any particular style that you drawn the characters in that you really like the most, or and on the opposite of it, on the opposite side of things, like that you just found gave you a really good challenge style wise?
I had a stream once where people could pick the style of character that I would then draw their character in. And I was not adept at drawing any of these styles and the whole event scared me to bits. Let me see if I can find that because it's really funny. So like some of the like it would be like Powerpuff Girls style or like Klaus, if you're familiar with that animated movie style. Like it was very funny, but also really challenging. So that I would say that for the most challenging part of it. Um, the one day that I really enjoyed or I guess the one event that I really enjoyed was surprisingly My Little Pony. Um turns out I really like My Little Pony. Uh
You're
yeah,
good at drawing My Little Pony as well.
Thanks. So like here's some examples in chat of my style day. So like there's like Sonic Boom and Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's Klaus, Family Guy, Animal Crossing. Like it's really there's even like a Paper Mario one. And that was a lot of fun. Also really terrifying. Like I don't know how to draw Klaus style. Are you kidding me?
You killed
Um
it with these, though. They're great.
I think I did all right. I'm pretty happy with it. And then let me find My Little Pony. I was very happy with the My Little Pony one.
I remember you drew my AU Sonic as a My Little Pony one time, and it was great.
Let's see. I mean, I've done a couple of these, but here's an example from Pony Day. I'm
There he
definitely not
is.
a My Little Pony artist, like at all. So it was just a really good challenge, and I wound up really liking it. I really had a good time. And speaking of Molly Ketty, there she is, back from like Pony Day from many many years ago. Her character has like graced all of my events basically since the dawn of time. I I,
Yes.
I love it. I love her so much. She's great. So yeah, I hope that's a good answer. Uh, Ponies surprised me with how fun it was and how like I'm going to bring that one back. And I don't think I'll ever do another style day like that.
I think if I were going to do like a style day, I'd be like, I'm gonna draw your characters as Pokemon in the Pokemon style.
Oh, I love that. That would be
That
fun.
would be fun.
I'd love to
Yeah.
like try to recreate people's characters as like Fakemon. It'd be so much fun.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Now, I know you had mentioned you did a thing where you tried drawing in each other's style. What was that like for each of you personally, and just what stood out about that particular style? That's definitely
Um,
challenge wide. I would love to know that.
so I remember we didn't specifically draw in each other's style, but it was an event with a whole bunch of other artists that we were friends with, and I just randomly got paired up with Kai's style. Oh man, I loved trying to recreate like her line weight and variance. It was great.
Do
Just
you
trying to
still
figure out
have
those
that
lines.
piece?
I think so. Oh man, I hope it's on this computer. I'm gonna go look for it. Let me
While she
see.
looks, I can answer Sir Quacks's question in chat. Sir Quack says, "You like Sonic, you like My Little Pony. How did you end up choosing a vampire Sona? Is it because your love of horror?" I do love horror a lot. Like it's the best genre. I will fight. But with a vampire Sona, so I was doing a lot of Apex Legends stuff, and I was getting off from a schedule where I would wake up at like 6 p.m. and work until like 9 a.m. So I used to do a like a graveyard shift at my bakery, and which was not very fun, but it's a lifestyle, and you get used to sleeping late and waking up really weirdly early and waking up really late and sleeping really early. It's very strange. Um, but because of that, I was really tired all the time whenever I needed to do like normal people things, like be awake at 3 p.m. That was really exhausting for me. So I would just be tired all the time. And so I was doing a lot of Apex Legends stuff at this time, and I was still trying to get back to a like normal people schedule. And I kept missing my team meetups for Apex Legends. And so they would call me a vampire because I just was not awake during the day, but I was like super wide awake at night, like an owl. And so originally I was going to be a sleepy vampire VTuber. But when I put her all together, she kind of reminded me of Marceline from Adventure Time. And I was like, oh, she like sucks the red out of colors. I could do that, but like with bakery stuff. I could like eat bakery goods and be a vampire. So I'm now a bakery vampire because of my job and because I slept during really silly hours. And yeah, that's why I am the way I am.
That's
And
actually a
would you
very
guys
interesting origin story.
Thank you.
I found the picture, guys. It is from
Hey, let's
like,
go.
oh gosh, what year is that? 2019.
Oh, that's so
So
long
like,
ago.
this was me trying to draw like Kai's lines
That's
back in the day.
good.
I
That's
think I
actually
That
did
is
the
really good.
lines
good.
traditionally
Yeah,
and then
I used
scanned
to
it
do my
in.
lines traditionally, and I used to scan them in. This looks so accurate. Oh, I love your line art. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen this. I love the thick lines of the tail, and I really like how you did the eyelashes. The coloring is very accurate. Oh, Sparky, this is great.
Thank you. And there
Oh,
was, I did another one trying out someone else's art style, but sadly they're not in the Sonic community anymore.
yeah, I would show off the piece that I did as well with emulating another person's style, but I don't think that they're around much anymore. So I don't want to share them unless they're okay with it.
If you ever
Um
do a stream together where you try to draw each other's style, I would love to see. Just watch
yeah,
that live and see how that all comes out.
Sparky, let's do that.
I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, me too. Style swap. Ooh, Sparky style swap. Ooh, alliteration. I like it. All right, we got 5 minutes left. Kevin, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do have another question. Since you work at a bakery, Kai, what's the one underrated thing that people do when they try to bake something?
A lot of people will use vegetable oil. If you melt butter and at least have like let's say that you need a cup of vegetable oil for the thing that you're trying to bake. If you make it like half vegetable oil and half melted butter, it's gonna just taste infinitely better.
Oh man.
If you take like a box cake, like the Marie Callender's box cake, and you replace like the vegetable oil with melted butter and like add an egg or something like that, I think that it just makes it infinitely better. Um, but if I without adjusting recipes and stuff like that, because that's not a great blanket rule for everything. If you just make your own frosting, everything that you make will taste amazing. That's it. Just put your own frosting on stuff. I know that it's really fun buying the little tin can of like frosting that's pre-made. If you make your own, oh man, it's the best. Just like cream cheese, powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and like that's it.
I can
Oh
actually vouch
man.
for this too.
Yeah,
It's
same. There's
so
a cake
good.
that I like to bake sometimes, and the icing consists of like cream cheese, powdered sugar, and like Cool Whip, and it's so good.
Cool Whip. Blasphemy.
Yeah.
I should try that. That sounds great.
I'll send you the recipe again.
Uh,
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Looks like we got time to get this last question in. How do you stay motivated? I've been wanting to get more productive, to be honest, especially with learning how to do art.
Sparky, you want to
Yeah.
answer first and I'll answer second?
Um, I mean, I feel like I can't really give much of an answer to this because I've been having issues with trying to stay motivated. I will say that like being held accountable to sitting like at specific times to do art has helped with motivation, like our Tuesday night art calls and working on commissions when I'm streaming. Like that has helped a lot with motivation for me, and that has helped push me forwards and wanting to be more consistent with doing art because I pretty much like stopped doing art last year. I had like a rough year there for several months.
It's really hard to stay motivated when you have other stuff going on in your life.
Yeah.
Like and that could be something that's like negative going on in your life. Maybe you're getting stressed out because of school or because your parents or something like that. It can be all sorts of stuff. But it could also be stress from like you want to do so many things but you can't choose what you want to do. And that's like a huge amount of like weird burnout stress that you get from that. For me, I sit down, I watch all the stuff that I want to watch on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, and I go, all right, that's enough. It's time for me to let's see how much I can do in one day. My last record was 4 pieces, so I have until 10 p.m. to get 5 pieces done. Let's see if I can do it. It feels very like I don't know, Mr. Beast esque. Like here's the world record. let's see how we beat that world record. And it's for that for me really works. Like I'm very much into how can I beat my prior records? Like I'll play like I don't know, rhythm games where that's like the point of it, or I used to be in sports a lot where like swimming, for example, and you want to beat your previous times. Um and that's how I feel with my own art. And I will not allow myself to like look at my phone. I don't want to look at TikTok. I love TikTok way too much. And when I'm done, then I can look at TikTok after I've defeated the clock. But yeah, setting goals for yourself, whatever they may be, is it's really good for me and my personality type. So if you feel like you might be similar to me, maybe give yourself like, let's see what I can draw in an hour, and you like set a timer.
Can I add one more thing to that?
Yeah.
Exactly what Vixen said. Sometimes I'll pull up like an art stream and watch people stream like their art and watch them draw, and it makes me want to draw too.
I hear that a lot, and I really like it. I relate with
Uh,
it.
yeah. Oh, Vixen saying watching other artists can also get motivated too. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's where I got that from, because like I completely agree with that. Like if I'm watching Kai stream, I'll be like, man, I'm on my computer. I'm gonna draw some too.
Whatever I'm drawing, like let's say that you're a brand new artist, whatever I'm drawing, you try to draw too. Like you can copy my pose if you want to. Just try to draw what I'm drawing.
That's a good exercise too.
Yeah.
Like if you see like a picture, like draw your character in this pose. Like there was one time I was having like issues trying to figure out a pose, and I was like, Sparky, I want you to draw your character, but in the pose of this reference that China's using. And I was just like, oh gosh, okay. And then I figured out
And
the
then I
pose in
said you
like
have
less than
5
five
minutes.
minutes. I did it in less than 5 minutes too.
Yeah. It looked really good.
It did.
Sometimes people need a little, I don't know, a little kick in the butt,
I do.
a challenge.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
would like to
I don't want to
thank.
go overtime. Yeah. Sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I would say I would like to thank you two very, very much for coming, and thank you and the audience for coming.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
having
us.
us. It's been so
Yeah.
much fun chatting with you guys and seeing our art and like talking about it.
Yeah. Kevin, thank you for hosting this, and Leah also, thank you so much. And this was a lot of fun. I hope that the rest of the event is successful.
I hope the same as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And I believe Shadow Coon is doing her panel now. If y'all want to go over to the Andrew Clear Showcase and check her out.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Me too.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye, everyone.